Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Denver Broncos. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. They didn't really have to earn that first down, did they?
Well, they're not having to earn much, are they? Back-to-back penalties. First was 1st and 5, and now they give them a first down.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wentz. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, how about that adrenaline? First play of the game, and we have a catch that we're going to talk about probably the rest of this game and straight into the highlights.
Right out of the gate. What an effort. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Trey 15. Trey 15.
Wentz now on 1st down. Flushed out right. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. He's going to get it running right. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Shorty. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
No. Check. Patriot. Over. Detroit.
Nyheim Hines, his 1st carry. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Shorty. Go. 82.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. He's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
Yeah, you don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down and 8 to start things out.
Run. Lion. Great. Lift up.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47.
Rip. Shift. 81. 82.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Empty.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's taken down inside the 30. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
20.
On play action, it's Wentz. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. Aguilar has him. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll give it to him up the middle. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Flag. Go. 280. Here, sit. Flag. Come on.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Go. 280. Here, sit.
Wentz. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And now running right through it. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Denver right after this. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They go play action here on first down. Now he'll escape to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They run with Hines. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's Hines. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Nigel Bradham brings him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there.
Trip. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw is Anderson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Deshaun Hamilton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's complete left side to Aguilar. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And give him a gain of 37. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Trey 15.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. A 33-yarder from the left hash. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the young men. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
So the Broncos coming out now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They'll run it with Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. This is Hines. Space to run past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Nyheim Hines with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Broncos are in for 6. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Anderson operating from the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. On play action, Wentz caught by the tight end Ertz. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Wentz. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Trey 15, Trey 15.
To throw, it's Wentz. It fights him off. He may try and run for this. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first. But a penalty marker down, and that looked like a clear face mask to me. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. This is caught inside the 15. Wentz able to hook up with Aguilar for a big gain. 45 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
82, 82. That's it. That's it.
Now Wentz. Eluding them. And the Eagles are in for 6. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Now Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And Denver getting set to take the field. They begin the drive with Hines. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Nyheim Hines, 66 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. McManus's point after is good, and we are tied at 27 all. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Wentz to throw. That is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Run.
Wentz going to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Black, come on. Please. Black, come on. 81.
Now flags come in here. Looked like one of the Eagles might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Throwing is Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Dancing to his left. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Nyheim Hines, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
Extra point from McManus is good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Wentz. Flushed out right. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Caught right side is Jeffrey. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, a 22. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Hey, other side, solid.
They'll run it now out of going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll drop the throw. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Go, go. 81, 81.
Wentz now on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And I do believe this is going to wind up a safety. It is. It's a safety. How about that for a wacky play? Wow, what a disaster. You talk about a guy making a good play on the interception and then just trying to be too cute on the return.
It almost felt like his own gyroscope really got out of whack, didn't it? Going backwards into your own end zone after such a great play. Totally disoriented and gave up 2 points for his team.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout. Here. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Give him 30 yards there. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
Wentz now on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. On second down, here's Wentz. Buying time to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Figuring they're going for it on 4th down. Remember, though, they do have all 3 timeouts, so even if they don't get it, all is not lost.
Yeah, normally in this situation, when you're talking about having to go for it, everything is in this play. But as you noted, with those 3 timeouts, they actually have a little bit of a safety net.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
82.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
All right, here we go. Blue 90.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And he'll bang that one through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
Now it's Hines, spinning away. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.